in tears. All I did was watch the trailer and I'm already crying.
Oh, it wasn't me and what I said? Oh, okay.
Welcome in, everyone. Good morning. Jason Hackett, Alicia Lewis with you to kick off this Thursday. Going to get to all that in just a second, but the weather's really nice right now.
It's been great. The blue sky, fresh air, John.
I know, right? I put my jacket on. It's just cool. It's crisp. It's great. I mean, breathing it in. And yesterday, I literally just took a picture of the blue sky because I was like, wait, it's blue again. And we're going to have that again today. There's maybe the tiniest amount of smoke out there, but nothing like it was. Unfortunately, the wildfires are still ongoing, so we might take a trip next week at some point with some more hazy days, unfortunately. But for now, enjoy the cooler morning. 40s out here, Brainerd, St. Cloud, 46, 54 in Wilmer. Getting into the metro, you can see outside of the metro, we have dropped to around 50. That's where we're at here in the station. 46 in Cambridge, 49 in Maple Lake. Lake Elmo's at 46. Lakeville waking up at 53. Today, partly cloudy skies. We will eventually turn mostly cloudy. There's that weak system that's going to bring us a chance for rain tomorrow morning. So we'll time that out for you in your full forecast coming up. Cece, been busy up in the Maple Grove area.
Good morning. Yep, there was a crash in the Maple Grove area. Things cleared out, but again, if you're taking 94 eastbound deeper into Maple Grove into 494, you'll definitely want to add a few minutes to your commute. I'm also looking at this crash. This is in St. Louis Park, Highway 100 southbound. This is right at Excelsior Boulevard. We're seeing a semi on that right shoulder there, this left shoulder, an ambulance, and a couple of vehicles. It's far enough off of the lanes where it's not impacting your drive as you head into Edina, but still this left lane is closed. You won't need to add extra time though. Taking a look here at the bigger map, things still pretty quiet other than those two crashes that I started to track this morning about an hour and a half ago. I'll check back in on a construction project too that's starting up a little later this morning down in Cottage Grove. So stick around for that just after 6:15.
Thank you, Cece. We'll check back soon. Our top story here this morning, a huge step for the Minnesota cannabis industry. Businesses finally getting their licenses.
The lottery system to give out those licenses starts in just a few hours. Audrey Russo is live in Anoka, where they're already making plans to sell. Audrey, good morning.
Good morning, Jason and Alicia. Yeah, this drawing that's happening today, this lottery system, is actually two drawings, and they're designed to help establish a supply chain of adult use cannabis and marijuana here in this emerging market of Minnesota. So the first drawing that's happening today is for social equity applicants. These are folks who want to operate a retail shop who maybe are affected by something like a prior conviction that's related to cannabis. The other drawing will give out licenses to cultivators, manufacturers, and mezzo businesses, which are basically all-in-one operations that can grow, make, and sell cannabis products. Now, just to talk a little bit about the interest in this so far, the latest data that I found from the state and from the Office of Cannabis Management shows that there's about 100 applicants vying for about 50 cultivator licenses. So that's a 2-to-1 ratio. On the manufacturer side, there's 83 applicants trying for the 24 available licenses. And just because someone is awarded a license today doesn't mean it's a done deal, doesn't mean they can just set up shop. Coming up in about 30 minutes, I'll talk about some of the reasons why that is. But for now, Jason and Alicia, I'll send things back to you.
All right, Audrey Russo reporting live. Thank you. Lawmakers are heading back to the Capitol in just a few hours, still working to finalize the budget for a special session. But this morning, they're up against a really big deadline. Governor Walz says he's hopeful he can schedule a special session by tomorrow. But if that doesn't happen, the state's going to be obligated to send 28,000 layoff notices to state workers on Monday, warning of a government shutdown.
Closing arguments begin in 3 hours from now in Derek Thompson's murder trial. He's accused of killing 5 women when he went through a red light at 90 miles an hour and then hit their car. The defense rested yesterday without calling any witnesses, but in a surprise move, Thompson's brother DeMarco testified for the prosecution. According to the Star Tribune, DeMarco Thompson told the jury his brother Derek was driving the Cadillac Escalade. Prior to that, the defense claimed DeMarco was actually the driver.
Yes, Mr. DeMarco Thompson's hat is in there. Yes, the keys to the Challenger are in there. But that does not show that Mr. DeMarco Thompson was driving that vehicle. If anything, it shows that he was sitting in the passenger vehicle, if he was even in that vehicle at all.
After closing arguments wrap this morning, the jury will begin deliberating.
Major developing news out of the White House here in the last 12 hours. President Trump says that he's banning travelers from 12 countries from entering the U.S. Trump signed the proclamation citing security concerns. He says each country has terrorism risks, high rates of people overstaying visas, or the inability to properly vet citizens. Some countries on the list include Somalia, Iran, and Haiti. The president's proclamation also partly restricts entry for people from 7 other countries, including Laos, Cuba, and Venezuela. The ban takes effect Monday.
Well, this morning, new details are emerging on how the city of Minneapolis is working to keep you safe this summer. The Park and Rec Board met for the first time last night since Sunday's mass shooting at Boom Island Park left a woman dead and 6 others hurt. City Council member Michael Rainville, who represents that area, asked commissioners for security changes. He says he lives a block from the park and went there when he heard the shots. The Park Board already increased patrols and added mobile cameras, but Rainville is asking the board to close the parking lot early, adopt new technology, and get new ideas for permanent change.
I threw this idea out to the superintendent and have your staff lead some type of task force. Let's get some neighbors involved, experts in safety, and just fix this once and for all so no one ever has to come back and address you again.
Now, we checked this morning and there are still no arrests in the case, but Chief Brian O'Hara tells us there's progress in the investigation.
This morning, the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office is trying to figure out what caused this car here to crash through the dollar store tree. Take a look at this video. It happened around 5:30 last night in Greenfield, which is about 25 miles northwest of Minneapolis. The Hennepin County Sheriff says EMS checked on the elderly driver and someone inside the store who had just minor injuries. We're told no one went to the hospital.
Time now just about 6:08, and while you were sleeping, check this out. Hundreds of gaming fans were rushing out to Best Buy to get the new Nintendo Switch 2. Some of them waiting in line for more than 15 hours. Wow.
You should have been, because we've been trying to activate your original Nintendo Switch. It's not working. Michelle Beck, though, live at the Richfield Best Buy with all of the excitement. Hey, Michelle.
Well, hey, this is Christmas in June for the gamers willing to work for this. And you can see the scene they left behind, the fencing still in place, as well as the advertisements for the Nintendo Switch 2. In addition to pre-order pickups, certain Best Buys like this one in Richfield dropped a limited number of consoles for walk-in purchases overnight. And take a look at this line that just kept growing and growing as the day went on yesterday. It curved around the building by the time doors opened at 11 o'clock. That's 15 hours of waiting for Ben, who was the first to get the latest Nintendo. And when he did, people cheered for him in the background. So to empathize with Ben, you have to understand the Switch 2 is out 8 years after its predecessor. There's a bigger screen, better graphics, and larger controls.
We did it, Mom. We did it. It's worth. You know what? I know it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, and this is for you, Logan. We did it. All right. I promise I'll let you play it. All right. I'm not gonna hog it.
I'm willing to bet that Ben and Logan, his son, right now are using their Switch 2. I'm curious what game they might be playing. But also, Ben looked straight into the camera to tell his boss that he's likely not going to come into work today. Back to you.
I'm sure his boss is going to react very well to that and be like, it's no problem, stay home.
Why not?
Play the Switch with your son.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did you figure out how to get it to 2-player yet?
So, yes, we're about to play Mario Kart 64, and I'm working on it right now.
I want to be Toad. We've been discussing which characters. John, who do you